but he really played exceptional, and making the right calls, and a lot of mental things too came into that. I mean, obviously you can give it to a number of players offensively, but we felt like, over and above, he was one of the reasons we had a good day.
Atmosphere-wise, heading into Texas, 100,000 people. Do you guys have to change anything you do? Do you practice differently knowing you're going into a big hostile environment?
No, not at all. I mean, the routine's the same. We'll, Thursday's practice, we'll use crowd noise, and we do the same thing every week. And so, our account's silent anyway. So, it's what we do.
They have good corners and good defensive ends, right?
Yeah, they do.
And you guys like to use the perimeter?
Yes.
Chess match?
I don't know if it's as much as a chess match as it is a physical match. I mean, they're good. I mean, they got good players. They recruit good players every year, top recruiting classes, and so, I mean, we expect to get their very best. And so, we just got to prepare. I mean, we're not going to change anything we do, and I'm sure they're not going to change anything they do. So,
when you sit down and look at what a team's going to try to do, does it start outside in, like corners and ends, or is it outside linebackers?
Probably on top, more top to bottom, or you could say outside in to the ball, but everybody views it differently. I mean, if I sat there and watched film of Texas, and Bill sat there and watched film, his would start from the ball out, and mine would start out from the ball. It just depends on your perspective.
Jake was talking about how Gino came up after the game and kind of like gave his mom a box of pizza and went right into the film room. Can you kind of speak to how much of a film rat he is and what that says about him?
Well, I mean, the biggest thing is he's always looking to the next game. And so he doesn't dwell on that, whatever performance it is, good or bad, which they've been good lately. But he doesn't dwell on that performance. It's over. Let's learn from it. Whatever negatives they are, whatever positives they are, learn from it and move on. And I don't know if I've ever been around a kid with as good a blinders on as he has. I mean, he really is. He's tunnel vision. He's focused on the next week, and which really carries over to all of our kids. I mean, we preach that every week, but preaching it and having it done is two different things. And so he does a good job keeping everything in perspective.
Jake was saying that he gets some input on the game plan too. I mean, Can you kind of speak to how involved Gino is in the game plan that we end up seeing on Saturday?
Well, I mean, he watches film too, and so we respect him and we respect his opinion. And so if he comes to us and say, look, I think this, and this will be good, then we'll look at it. If we agree with him, then we'll do it. I mean, if he says certain things on a play, that one guy's getting in the way, and maybe we need to change where that guy gets, on a certain play. And he's the one out there doing it, not us. And so we want to make him feel extremely comfortable with the game plan. And so we will listen to him, no doubt.
Is that typical of what you've experienced in this offense, where you guys will listen to a starting quarterback like that?
It depends on who the starting quarterback is. We'll listen to him. And I'll listen. I mean, there's certain receivers I'll listen to during the game. If they come in and say, look, coach, this, if we can get in this area, it'll be good, and everybody's on the same page, and that's why we get together and talk in between every series. And so, I mean, obviously, some of it is you gotta filter out some of it, but you gotta keep a good ear to what the players are seeing. It'd be dumb not to listen to them.
Shannon, you guys had like maybe one new formation, maybe one new play that maybe we hadn't seen, we just dressed it up a little bit, maybe it's something different with a wrinkle, but how unusual is that for you guys to take the cover off of something? Because you guys seem like you're pretty happy with the limited stuff you do and just doing that over and over.
Yeah, I mean, we'll change things week to week, formation wise, movement wise, but we're a routine group now. We're routine based, we're repetition based, so we're not going to get too far away from what we're doing and what's been effective.